Sorry.
And good day, everybody. Yes, we're a couple minutes early today, which is good though. Usually, we want to get this show get going. So last show, what we were talking about though is some of the indigenous cryptic spirits altogether. And my colleague though that's actually on the other side is Gypsy Lady Eva. So I do say
hello.
That's what I was going to say. Hey. So yeah, we did talk about some cryptics actually to do with the indigenous. What we talked about though, we talked about Ogopogo. That was the first one though that we talked about, and with the Ogopogo, yes. That one there, it's kind of a tongue twister, especially if you're not used to the word and also the language actually of us indigenous. So, but. For those who are just wondering about the Ogopogo is found out in British Columbia. It is sister to Nestle. Not Nestle, but that Scottish creature in the water.
Loch Ness Monster.
Thank you very much, yes. Yeah, that's
not a problem.
That's exactly what it's based off of. We also talked about the two-faced spirit. We've also talked about the flying heads. And also... Gypsy Lady Eva's favorite creature, the Wendigo. Yes. So, yes, we also...
Well, after I found out more about the Wendigo, it's not that I like the name, but I don't like the character. My goodness.
Yes.
He was not a nice person.
No.
Not a nice spirit.
So, and then another one that we also talked about, which is actually the Skinwalker. So,
yes.
So this week here, we've got a couple of great... Actually, one's going on... And we'll be back right after this quick commercial, and we'll start right away of the rest of the spirit. So we'll be right back.
This arts and craft market at the Stratford Park Museum, 57 vendors showcasing handmade creations for the community to enjoy and purchase. Organizers say the goal of the market is to bring cultures together in peace and celebration while also exchanging knowledge.
Listen to Haunting Live on Podbean, where your host Trevor and Brother Chris from Divine Oracle Podcast sit down weekly and discuss about topics within the paranormal. This is a live call-in show.
Alrighty, so the first one though that we're going to be taking a look at today is called the Great Horned Spirit. For those watching right now live or going to be watching back a little bit later, you can see directly that this creature does kind of look like a serpent. It does have great horns to it, and also it's got a voracious bite to it. I know right now my colleague, which is on the other side, Gypsy Lady Eva, can't see the picture compared to you guys now until she watches it a little bit later. But the Great Horned Spirit is basically found in the Utah area. It's from the Cherokee. Again, though, it does have great horns to it. It's also found within the Ohio area. So that's pretty close to you, Gypsy Lady Eva.
Yes, it is. So, I didn't know we had a great horned serpent.
Yeah. So,
oh, wait a minute. That's Trump. No, never mind.
No, we can't go there. We can't jump into there right now. So yeah, this one here, it's a great horned spirit, and it is very vicious. It's along the great. It's basically again though found in the Utah area. It's with Cherokees, and also it's with Ohio areas also. Anything else that you want to actually add on to there that I've missed?
No, you got it covered.
Okay. All right. So our next one, though, that we're going to go to, though, is Gypsy Lady Eva's favorite one. She loves to pronounce this one. And
he always... Yeah, but he likes to give me the big names because he likes to see me struggle through it.
So, yeah, if you want to sort of let our viewers know a little bit about it, that'd be wonderful.
Okay, this is Katsituashku, something like that. And it is a human-eating bear, another one of the cannibalistic ones. It's usually found in the area of modern-day Maine in the U.S., and it's described as immensely huge with straight hind legs. So apparently it kind of like it's walking on stilts because it doesn't have knees. And it kind of crashes through the forest. And it can never lay down since it can't bend its knees, which means it can't get back up if it did lay down. And it is so large it's often mistaken as a large tree and overlooked until it swoops down with its giant paws and grabs the unsuspecting prey, or something like that. And the name is, I believe it would be Penobscot Nation, part of the Penobscot Nation, so it'd be in that language, and it means stiff-jointed bears. But various scholars are not really sure where the origin of the name came from. But according to some theories, it was suggested to the Penobscot upon their discovery of a fossil of a woolly mammoth or a mastodon, and because the legs seem to be straight and his skull resembles a bear. And I've seen mastodon skulls, and I don't think they resemble bears at all. However, it is serves as a reminder to be vigilant of one's surrounding and possible dangers. And it's also told to kids to scare them so that they will stay home and not go where they're not supposed to. So that's the stiff-legged man-eating bear. I'm not even going to attempt to say it a second time. So you're up next.
Alrighty. So the next one that we're looking at, though, now this one here I saw right when I was little, out in BC. I saw the mask of it, and it creeped me out. It's Basque or Basque was. Sorry if I have pronounced it wrong, but it's found in the British Columbia area. So that's also found in the Washington area, since British Columbia and Washington are close to each other. So that's within North America. What it is, so it's a ghost who loves to tempt people actually within the lost woods, and by eating actually all cursed foods, it protects actually it's basically shell area. Is what it's doing though. It's basically called also king spirits. Is also what it's called. Again, though, it was right when I saw this right when I was little, though, out in British Columbia, in the British Columbia Museum right on Victoria Island. Again, though, like I said, it freaked me out. I was petrified of the mask area. Years later, I went back to go and see it, and I had no problem. So the legend has it, though, that it's like a skeleton man with long hair in rags. It's poorly stated, like dressed and everything else. Exactly what it looks like. But again, though, it is a spirit. I don't know if Eva wants to mention anything else about it. I might have missed some stuff within our little notes that we have in front of us. So
I'm sorry?
I don't know if you want to mention anything else to do with this little thing.
Oh, no. You got it pretty well covered.
Okay.
He is a trickster. You could say that, because you think he's a kindly spirit, you feel sorry for him, and then he swoops in and eats you.
That wouldn't be good.
No.
But with us, though, with us personally, there would be too much for it to eat.
Yeah, that's true.
But yes, especially
when he says he's having you for dinner, he means he's having you for dinner.
So.
And that's kind of scary.
Yeah. So at the end, though, I'll sort of explain to you guys why these legends are actually out and what these cryptids were meaning actually to people. So that's what we'll mention. We'll go actually on to our second one, and it's a tongue twister to me, but
I'm not even going to attempt it.
we're gonna call it by what its nickname is.
The little people. Sort of like the idea of the leprechauns, but these are, they're part of the Arapaho Nation, and they're incredibly strong, they're mischievous, and they're cannibalistic, and they're the size of children, and they can run really fast. And the name of these people is in Arapaho, little people. And like I say, I'm not even going to attempt it because it's a double I, and I know there's rules about excuse me, how you do that, and I'm not even going to attempt it. And they're depicted, like I say, like small children between 2 and 4 feet in height. They have large eyes, sharp teeth, and dark skin, so you can recognize them that way. They do feed on humans and always kill more than they need, eating until they're finished and leaving the rest, which is not good. In many native beliefs, to allow a soul body to rot unnaturally, that's not good. And they can make themselves invisible. They can fly. And depending on which legend you listen to, which nation that you listen to, and they seem to can do both of them because of their incredible speed. Apparently, they're very, very fast.
Yeah, that's what I've heard about them, though, that they are fast. And I don't know if you heard the story about them, but it was one legend, and the legend was so that there was campers that were camping, and they knew about the little people. But what happened though is they were camping, and the little people were behind them. They could actually hear them. Right?
Well, yeah, because they supposedly are still around and are kind of like responsible for unsolved mysteries and the deaths of animals in the wild that have no explanation. These animals should not have died. And when any items of value go missing, like, whatever, well, anything of value. And so they're kind of, like they said, mischievous little individuals, but they're also very vicious. I don't think I'd want to meet one.
No, but what I heard though, some of them are actually in your area and also our area also. Because I know though that you were saying not that long ago, right? Though that one of your neighbors has been experiencing some weird stuff, right? And you weren't sure if it was to do with the Wendigo, or it could have been like Bigfoot, but it might be to do with these creatures, the little people.
Oh, that could be.
So
that could be.
Yeah.
But I would have more of a thought to be. I'm hoping it's Bigfoot.
So it's like, gosh, so. But yeah, no. With these little people though, they wear normal clothing like us. Some of them are well known to look like elves. So with the green outfits, and some people have actually seen them with normal everyday clothing, but it's pieces of material though that are thrown actually out to the road. So I know that you live out in the country, and right, you guys used to have that fabric store.
Yes.
Did you guys throw any material out to the road?
No, because they were leftover. We could sell them for quilting pieces. Unless they were very small, and then we used them as dust rags.
Yeah.
So nothing went to waste. Good heavens that we should do that.
yeah. That's like gosh, so. So our next one though that we're going to talk about, all right, is the Great Beast. Now this Great Beast, there has been a lot of great shows actually on about the Sasquatch / Bigfoot. The other one though that has been going actually on besides that though is people making fun of it, dressing up as it. but the earliest remembrance actually of Bigfoot does go back to the one camper. He took a picture actually of it, but I forget his actual name of it. But it does go back way further to the earliest times. There's been movies of Bigfoot. One of the movies is called Harry and the Hendersons.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great one though. That had John Lithgow actually in it. He played the father in this series. But Bigfoot is well known throughout North America. One of the sisters though to Bigfoot though is well known in Florida as the skunk ape. But again though, is Bigfoot so our First Nation? They do smell quite strong. They say Canada, but they're crossing in between different borders into the States. Again, what you were just saying though, that you were hoping though it was Bigfoot.
I'm sorry?
You were just hoping it was Bigfoot across the road?
Well, yes. Well, it's not across the road. It's on our land. Was our land. So I did have kind of a brush. Can I tell the story?
Yeah, go right ahead.
One of my friends that was involved with the paranormal group that I was involved with came out here for a visit, and he had done a lot of work on Bigfoot. And we were sitting out on the porch just chit-chatting, and it came time for lunch, and we came in the house. And when we went back out, in the one corner, there was a pile of stones and sticks, little twigs almost. But they were arranged in such a way that they just couldn't have been dropped there. They were arranged in a pattern. I couldn't discern the pattern, but it was one. Chuck looked at it and he says, "Yep, there's a Bigfoot here. He just left a message to let me know." And many times when he was out doing research or looking for, or however you want to put it, there would be little piles of stones and sticks left to let him know that they were watching him, not the other way around. So yes, that was my nearest brush with Bigfoot. And he said he kind of disagrees with some of the things that they are not very nice creatures, but he believes that they do guard us. They are watching out for those who get lost in the woods without harming them, and kind of guiding them gently back to where they need to be. He does not have the negative side of it. He never did.
Yeah. What you were just saying about people lost, and I can vouch on this 100%. I've actually come across one, and that was down in Niagara region of Ontario, not of Buffalo. That was actually in Niagara region of Ontario. Now, what had happened though is we were on a trail. So that was Trevor, myself, and a friend of ours. We were on a trail trying to get out of this deep forest, which is what Sasquatches are well known for, is being in deep forests. So I came across a juvenile, and the other guy that was with us saw it. What Sasquatches are well known to do, though, is actually direct you onto the right path. What you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing that actually happened to us. Another philosophy though about Bigfoot, that we're hitting big on Bigfoot, but it's if you look at the map of Bigfoot / Sasquatch, it is huge.
Yes.
Compared to what we talked about, but Bigfoot. What some people do believe though is that Bigfoot does walk through different portals.
Yes, they are connected with various alternate universes, maybe, and of course they also have been connected with aliens. So draw your own conclusion. I think they can I think they're kind of like angels. You can go from one realm to another.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
Yeah. So it's like, gosh.
Sort of like cats too.
Yeah. But that there, we're gonna sort of wrap it up. We're gonna join it. What I would say, though, is join us next week. We're gonna be discussing about 10 mythology, actually American monsters. Now this one here is sort of deals with Bigfoot, but deals with a whole bunch more other topics. So that right there, we're going to be actually airing next week. It's going to be a great show. Again, check us out each and every week, pretty much at 2:15 Eastern Standard Time here on YouTube. If you want to be able to get a reading done by Eva, how's the best way for people to get in contact with you? What's your email address?
Actually, it would probably be better through Facebook. It's easier to get a hold of me. But my Facebook or my email, I can never remember it.
Gypsy Lady 47.
49.
Thank you, 49 at gmail.com. So that's again
you.
those Gypsy Lady Eva 49 at gmail.com. Eva would love to do readings for you. I can also do readings for you. You can get my readings. You can book with me or with Eva. There's two different ways. And for people that are watching today, which is the 6th of July, tune in tonight underneath Podbean. I will be on again with the host of Haunting Live podcast. We're going to be doing a live call-in show tonight. And again, I do readings there. So yeah. Again, join us next week. We will talk to you guys later, and you guys have a good one.
One more thing, to all my American side people, happy 4th of July and Independence Day.
Yeah. All right, we'll talk to you guys later.
Have a great one. Bye-bye. That was a short one. Ooh.